Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much for joining me. This is Anne-Marie Julian Wetzel. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I'm really excited that you are here. I am going to be playing with this stamp set tonight. I'm going to show you a fun little, it's card kind of treat box. So you decide what you want to call it, but let me know if you're here. Welcome, welcome. I'm checking to see that I am live. I am, and just need to make sure that my volume is down on my tablet. So, and hold on. All right, hi Debbie. Hello. Hello Michelle. Linda's here. Marty. Joanne, welcome, welcome. So, all right, so tonight we are going to have fun creating, it's kind of like a treat box. I'm going to show you some samples that I made. So this is a little treat box, but it also folds flat so you can have a card. And in the back you can put a white cardstock here to write your note, sentiment or whatever, but really, really cute card. And then here is a Rice Krispie treat, fits perfectly inside there, right? And it stands up too, right? Very fun. I'm going to do this same item tonight, but with the Festive Friends. And then stay till the end because I will show you some other projects that I've created. Oh, here is another one that I made using... this is the spooky treats, and this is Frightfully Fun, I want to say. I always get them messed up. But because I wasn't focusing on this, I wasn't paying attention to get you the guys the name. But those are some cute boxes or cards that we were going to make. And again, like I said, it folds right up. I'm going to show you how easy it is to put together. All right, but I have some amazing announcements to make. And I am so, so grateful for all of you. I have reached 1,000 members on the Scrap and Roll page. I could not have done that without you guys. So my heart is filled with joy. So the month of September, we will be having some fun activities and giveaways to thank all of you. And it will be all new product that I'm going to be giving away. So I truly appreciate all of you guys following me and being here. Again, this group has been in action for 10 years. So again, it's just so heartwarming, and I appreciate all of you who have shared this page, invited your friends, and are interactive. Again, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So, hello, Julie. All right, so let's get started. All right, so this is the Festive Friends stamp set and dies. It is a cling set. Here are the dies. Super, super cute. Love the little, this is the little elf, the little snowman, a little Santa, trees, some snowflakes. The sentiments on here are perfect too. It has the to and from. I always love having a to and from. Santa's coming to town and we wish you a Merry Christmas. So let me put these aside. I've done most of the pre-cutting and coloring and stuff and what we're going to do. So let me just grab my stuff up here. I will also share all of the dimensions with you. Oh, I was thinking I pre-scored this, but I didn't. I wanted to score it with all of you. Okay. Just grabbing my pieces out here. All right, here's this little cute guy. I did the little snowman. I love snowman. And I die cutted the tree. I love that it has the detail in that. So hopefully you guys can see that. These are the pieces. So again, I will be posting these instructions, but if you want to know the original measurements, this is 4 1/4 by 11. So if you take an 8 1/2 by 11 piece of cardstock, you can be able to get 2 of these bases from one of those cardstocks. We're going to score this at 5.5, 6 3/4, 8 3/4, and 10. Then I have a second piece, and this could be a different color. If you can see on here, I did this base in black, and then I did this in the Petunia Pop. And I also did this in like a charcoal gray, and this in black. So, but this time I'm going to do these both in Old Olive. And then you need 3 pieces of designer series paper. And where is my designer series paper? I might have to cut that out. I thought I had grabbed that. Whenever I think I'm prepped, well, you know what? Let me show you the paper. So the paper I'm using is from the Traditions of Christmas. This was really, really hard to cut into because the one side, I like both sides because it's versatile, but here is the gold foil poinsettias. And then it has the pink, and I believe this is, well, let me just see here. I want to say it's cloud cover. It has Cherry Cobbler, Old Olive, Pool Party, Real Red, Secret Sea, and Gold, right? So absolutely gorgeous paper. And then on the back side is the Secret Sea. And again, look at these, how beautiful that is. And that is the back side. I may have cut it and just put it in here. Again, here is the Real Red, Secret Sea. So this is in a different pattern. Here is the green, or the Old Olive, I should say. But isn't this paper gorgeous? I just absolutely love it. So I had a hard time, but I am actually using the back sides of this paper. So now I just have to figure out which size piece I need. So I believe it is this. I am going to this is at 2 3/4 by 4. I think that's the right one. Let me just measure that again. 4 and 2 3/4. Yep. All right, so I should have a piece of, so the cardstock, I already told you the measurements, and the designer series paper, 4 by 3 1/4, 4 by 2 3/4, and 2.5 by 4 3/4. And then the white daisy, which we will add afterwards, or I'll add afterwards. All right, this needs to be scored. Oh, let me get my paper back here, or my trimmer. All right, again, this is going to be scored. Hopefully you guys can see. Yep, you guys should be able to see me at 5.5, 6 3/4, 8 3/4, and at 10. All right, so that is scored, and we're going to fold that. And then this second cardstock is at 2 3/4 by 5 5/8, and we are going to score that at 3/8. I know everybody hates those odd. That's the 3/8, and then we're going to score it at 1 5/8. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8. All right, so those pieces are done. Then so this piece is going to go up here. And then we have some other pieces here. I must have cut that twice. That's why I didn't have it. Okay, so then this again is going to be, this is my 2 3/4 by 4. If you use a pattern paper, so I'm just going to highlight this because I could have cut it up front, but I wanted to let you know because one is going to be the top side. So here's the top side and then this piece and then the top side of this box area here and then here. So if you have a pattern paper, you're going to want to make sure you cut it at the right direction. So for this, I am going to cut this at 1 inch. This is going to be for the smaller section on top. I think. I kind of feel like I have the wrong pieces of paper here. Oh yeah, no, this is going to be at 1 inch. I did have the wrong. And then this is the 4 inch, and I'm going to cut this at 1 inch this direction. All right. Then I have a dome, one of the arches. Which I left over on the other table. So I have this dome, and this is something I want to decorate. So before we put this together, I want to decorate this dome here, because this is going to be my part of my front cover. So I have my little snowman here. I'm just going to line him up, and I want to blend this, and I die cut this, but I die cut this so I can create kind of like a faux snowflakes in here. So I am just going to put him here. I'm going to put this here and there. All right. I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive on here just to hold it in place. No. I said no to my dog. My little puppy's here. All right. And I'm going to put that there. Again, it's okay if the snowflake goes underneath it. And then I am just going to put this up here just to hold that in place. I'm taking cloud cover, and we are going to do the background of this dome. Just put some re-inker on here, so I just want to make sure that it's not too dark. And I am just going to cover this. I love this color blue cloud cover. So I'm using the ink spot because the actual ink pad was not chemically balanced or whatever. They are selling it. It is on sale. Some people said there's no issue with it. With theirs, some have had issues. So I'm okay with an ink spot. And I'm just holding these down in place just to play it safe. But I'm just going off. I love the arches. I should have brought that die set over because they all nest together. A variety of sizes and a lot of them. All right, so now I'm just going to lift that up. And we can see that we have our snowflakes. Isn't that pretty? Love it. And then I can use this for something else, for another project, right? So we have that done. So let's get assembling our little card box. Okay, so I am going to take my bone folder and I'm just going to make sure that I do all of the scored lines really, really well. And there's one more. And since I'm doing this, I am going to do this as well. Again, this has the 3/8 and the 1 5/8 scored line here. Okay, so now I'm going to put this down like so. This is actually upside down, but I'm going to work this way with it. I'm taking two-sided tape. Use your favorite adhesive. I do like the two-sided tape. That is going to go on my first square right here. And I knew that was going to end up happening. And I'm going right to that scored line, and then I'm putting two pieces here. All right, so again, keep an eye out for all of the specials. Hopefully you guys have had fun with the fun and games this month, which was my birthday month, and I will be doing those wheels soon. I appreciate all of everybody participating. So here, this is the longer one here. So I'm going to put this here and this here. And just center them. I know it's hard for you guys to see, but I am centering that in the scored lines. No. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Hubby is up in Rochester, so it's just me and Teddy. Okay, so how this is going to work is I am going to go like this. I'm going to fold this like this. So this is the best way to line this up, okay? This is going to be the bottom of the box. I have my score tape here, right? So I'm going to take this off and press it flat down. I probably got a delivery. My deliveries do come late. Okay, so that is going to get folded down. I am I did it wrong. I did it too high up. All right, sorry about that. I did do it high up. So that, I forgot I'm doing my bottom box. So there is my bottom box there. Okay, so again, you're bringing this all the way down. This scored line is going to be towards the back. Hold that down. And then this is going to go here. That's going to be my top. So I do love the back side of this paper too. I love that Stampin' Up! Is starting to do the versatility where they have a nice bold pattern on one side and then a soft pattern on the back that's versatile. All right, so here we go. That is our box. Okay, now we're going to do this part, and this is going to be, I'm just going to show you how the finished product here is. So I am going to set this up, and it is going to go here, here. I'm putting tape on that small piece. I think you would recognize that. That's going to end up holding that. And then this is going to go here, and this will go here. Let's put that down there. So it is fairly simple. It looks more complex than it really is. And especially when I don't make mistakes, right? So hopefully I didn't confuse you too much. But then this is going to go here, lining that up. All right, so again, this, I am going to center this here. I'm just eyeballing it here. And this will end up being taped down. But we need, so you have this, again, all on one side. You're putting your double-sided tape. You're putting your two pieces that you cut off of that one piece of paper. You're going to turn this over, and you're going to put double-sided tape on the bottom of this back side. That is going to line up, and again, I'm just eyeballing it. I could measure it out on my grid paper here, but that is going to go there. So all right, so there is that. Let's take this off now. Fold that under, and that. And then there we go. So now we have our double-sided box. And it does stand. I gotta play with it. There you go. So, and that's the front of it. Again, take a piece of white cardstock. You can write your sentiment on there. You can also put, like here, I put the trick or treat on here as my sentiment. Again, I can write a note here. This actually is with the Spooky Treats paper. And in the Spooky Treats paper are tons of different die cuts. So this was fairly simple. I had no coloring to do. All I had to do is punch these out. I stamped this. The banner is part of the dies. This is another die cut. So the bats are die cuts. Super easy to put this together. And then here, again, this was Fright Night. And this set comes with a double set of banner. And it comes with spiders, eek, boo, and the stamp set. And I just colored that up with that. So now for him, right, we are going to put this guy together. I'm just flattening that out. I am not going to put dimension on my arch, but I am going to put my arch towards the bottom here. I do want to put little dimensions. Isn't he so cute? Oh, I wanted to play with them all. I do actually have a couple of samples of some of the other ones. So I am going to put some dimensions on the snowman. I colored him with Old Olive and Night of Navy, and then the Tim and Tiger for his nose. And one of the things that actually I'm thinking about right now is I have those tiny, tiny little puff balls, you know, the little puff balls. I think I might put one on there. I won't go grab them now, but you might see them on the pictures. So I am going here with my little snowman guy, and then I am going to put the little tree over here, and the tree, I'm going to just put some mini dots on the left side here to hang off. So this is great for obviously your grandchildren, your children, your co-workers, your crafty friends. If you're getting together with some crafty friends and you want to make them a little treat, right? So many ideas, right? So here it is. So again, taking this dome and adding the snowflakes, just think of how many other things as you can do with that. And then you just put temporary tape on it, blend it, and you have your snowflakes built in. Not that it would look bad. I could have cut these out, and but I like blending. I like doing the extra mixed media type thing. I've missed doing some of that stuff. So there we go. So here are a couple of my samples. All right, so stay tuned because I'm going to show you some other stuff. And again, I will provide all of the instructions. If, please, if you are not following me on YouTube, please follow me and subscribe. Subscribing is important. And liking, Create, and Craft with Anne Marie. We are here on my Scrap and Roll page. Again, thank you all so very much for helping me achieve 1,000 members on this page. I am truly forever grateful. So I will be showing my appreciation all month next month, starting September. I just got the notification, so I'm so thankful that you guys have shared this page with others and continue to support me and be interactive and participate. It's truly, truly a blessing. So thank you so much. So this is the Scrap and Roll page that you're on now. If you're watching on YouTube, come and join that Scrap and Roll page, right? And then here is my shopping site. These products, well, these are already available. But the products that I'm going to show you, and I have been showing you over the last couple of weeks, will go live September 3rd. So we have two. We have the mini catalog, which many of you received already. And then there is the online exclusive. So go under Files on the Scrap and Roll page. Under Files, you'll see the PDF, and they have tons of new product that is not in the catalog, but it's available all come September 3rd. Okay, so let me show you. I'll put this aside here. Okay, so again, this is what I just showed you, doing that. And I created this little cute little treat box. It can hold, I think this is going to be a little bit too big, but right. So again, this fits a little treat in here. I actually was at Publix yesterday, and they had a 3-pack of the Nutter Butters, the Oreo cookies, and chocolate chip cookies. And those packages also fit in here. So that's kind of known. It was a BOGO. So if you're interested. But again, here is a cute little box that I made. There's the little elf that I colored him in. All right. Then one of my our other new products is this stamp set, which is supporting breast cancer, really all cancers, right? So it's a great card. So this I used here. I'm going to see if I can get this stamp. I actually have it packed away. Those who are joining me for my bunko are going to be doing this card tomorrow, so I have it packed away, so I apologize. But I did do the sunflower background on that. We stamped this, and I actually did a masking. So I stamped and then masked this side and masked that side. So that's how I got the 2 different colors on there, and that part is on there. But every purchase of this stamp set, $3 goes towards the cancer societies and other cancers, because this is worldwide. So various organizations supporting cancer and the cure. So again, consider that if you're purchasing that. And let's see here. These are two of my sentiments. So I showed you last week or the week before the words, which were the dies, right? All the different holidays they had. And this is the bundle. So this is the cling stamp that goes with it. So you know me, besides my nesting dies, which I do love, right? I love all types of sentiments. So to you and yours, greetings, wishes, happy, and cheery wishes. May the magic of Christmas fill each corner of your home and heart. So incredibly grateful for all my blessings, especially you. May your holiday season be filled with joy and happiness. And then it also have a spectacular Halloween, because it is including other holidays, not just Christmas. And then let's toast to celebrate achievements in tomorrow's bright future. So love that. And then wishing you joy. Obviously it says wishing you joy here, wishing you joy there, sending you cheer. And I love that it's in the different fonts, right? Again, another wishing you joy, all these different fonts, and sending you cheer. Then it has Noel in 3 different fonts. And then may your Christmas be bright in 3 different fonts and sizes. So love it. So that is called Wishing You Joy. I am also showing you, I haven't finished the scrapbook layout. I'm actually going to be doing the 3rd page different than what's in here, but this is the Peaceful Days scrapbooking kit. So pretty. Let me just pull this aside. So best day ever and happy days. Let me get this out of here. You can see it flat. Hopefully you guys, yep, you can see that together. So this actually has embossing with some sanding in it. So there's an embossing folder that coordinates with the suite, Peace on Earth. So we did some embossing on here and sanding. I actually changed it up. I add the glitter. So I just added that strip of glitter, which is the cloud cover glitter. So in this new release that's coming out, there is a pack of glitter paper. It's Secret Sea, cloud cover, and I don't know if I have that here. I do. Look at that. Secret Sea cloud cover. Let me just show you all of them. I think this is Night of Navy. So there are the 3 colors. Isn't that gorgeous? I love, and I'm calling it glitter paper. They call it glimmer paper. So if you're searching it, you're going to search glimmer, Glimmer. But it is absolutely gorgeous. So I'll put that down there. So that is page 1. Page 2. Is Good Times. And again, this I did totally like the layout, but I did add gems in here. So I just added some of these blue gems to the flowers, give it a little bling. Just subtle little things to make it a little bit yours. And that's what I did. So I will be showing you that other layout. Oh, I would want to say early next week you should see that. Okay, next up is Snowy Delights. So there are 3 components with Snowy Delights. So it's a photopolymer stamp set, sending you joy and many delights, a winter wish for snowy delights, with family and friends and long peaceful nights, a warm hello and joy to the world. So here is the stamp set with all of those sentiments there. Nice size there. And then in addition, it has masks, which we formerly called stencils, but these are masks. So there are 4 layers in here. You can see I was playing with them already. So how these line up is there's the number there if you're not familiar with stenciling or masking. This is sticking together because it put it together when it was a little bit damp. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So I would lay my first one down, put that little notch there, and then do that. And you're always going to go with your lighter colors. Here's just a quick sample of what I did. Right? Love the colors. And then here are the dies. So it comes with the dies, the stamp set, and the masks. And this is a double page die. So here, this would easily, after I stencil it, could cut that out and put it on a page or a card, right? I know many of us don't have snow here, but I have grandchildren that have snow. So again, love this. I love the way that you can layer this. And then here is the other layer. And then again, for your sentiment. So Snowy Delights, that is called. And I believe this can all be individually or bundled. All right, and then one last thing I want to share with you. It is kind of one of my favorites. The Gingerbread Man, okay? So this is amazing. I bought this without buying the dies, so I had to wait for the dies to come in. But look at these dies. So this here is a single page. So if I ran this through the die cutting machine, it would fold over into a card. So you could literally just have it plain without putting it on a card base at all. It would fit into an A2 size card, right? I love the little mug, the cocoa. These are gumdrops. The double layered bow. Oh no, this is the scarf, a bow. Here are gumdrops, more gumdrops. This is interesting, and I wanted to point this out to you. This gingerbread man has several different faces. So this is like the oh my, and this is a smile. This is a wink, and this is a smile with his mouth open, and this is a smile with closed. And it looks like more of a female because it looks like it has eyelashes on it. So you have dies for all of these. Again, the lollipop and the peppermint candy, which has layers. The hat, love it. So all amazing in this die set. And then for the gingerbread man, again, it is photopolymer. I did play with it a little bit. So I wanted to show you. I actually stamped this, embossed it, and put white embossing. I did it with Versamark and then put white embossing. So again, I know it's kind of hard for you to see that, but you would stamp this on here. You add the buttons if you want the buttons there, and you add the type of face you want. So I did all the faces. So here is this face. There's the other face. There's the little eyelash smile. Oh, and I did that twice because that one was messed up. And then the winking, right? Isn't that cute? And then again, I also just white embossed this. The sentiments to come in here: seasons, eatings, baking spirits bright, sugar and spice, and everything nice. And of course, oh snap, right? So again, that's something else that is coming out, and you will see me playing with this more. So I have trouble with narrow strips like the glimmer paper piece layout. Any tricks? I'm not quite sure I'm understanding your question. So are you talking about cutting your strip down? And if that's the case, I'm not quite sure what paper trimmer you use. But I always go to this side here, to the left side of my trimmer. It's easier for me to see and cut. I know some trimmers are very hard to see the numbers and making it even, right? But I usually do 1/8 of an inch or 1/4 of an inch for that. So that's my trick. I love my Stampin' Up! Trimmer. I used to use the Fiskars for ages, and I was never really getting straight lines with it. So hopefully that answers your question, Linda. Reach out to me if you need more guidance here. Lynn, thanks for joining. We're just finishing up, but you can go back and watch it again. Just looking here. All right. I'm going to go back and look to see if you have any questions. Place cards and put a napkin through that. Great idea, Kathleen. Kathleen always has these amazing ideas. I do love that idea. So again, here is the card that we made today. And then here's some of the other inspiration that I'm shared with you. This, for those who are coming to the Bunko on Saturday, you're going to be making this. So it's very similar to what we made today. And again, I will put all of the measurements on there. But thanks so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. I'll go back and read all of your comments. And again, thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart for helping me achieve 1,000 members on the Scrap and Roll page. I am truly blessed to have all of you on it. Thank you, thank you. Have a great night.